Welcome back to the pregame. Time now for our talk with Coach Butch Pedersen, presented by Hodge Construction. And Coach, week off last week with the bye week. That's thanks to the fact that you went up to Dyersville-Beckman the week before, come away with the 35-21 win, and get a share of that district championship.
Yeah, we sure did. And it's the first time I think I can ever remember having a bye week. Maybe Clear Creek might have forfeited a long time ago, and we didn't have a game that night. But as far as the bye week in that situation, that's the first time. And you know, we used it to kind of heal up. We used it on polishing technique. We used it on adding some new plays on offense and defense. So it was a really fruitful week for us, and I'm really glad that we had that.
Well, and it's just one of those things, you just throw it with 2020, everything's out the window for how things normally go. How did the guys respond? Did they enjoy being able to have that week of resting up a little bit, not having to go out on Friday night and playing a game?
I think they did. You know, we talked about what we needed to accomplish during the course of the week, and focus was the key, making sure that we grew that week as a football team. So we pushed them hard, and we were on top of them all the time, and they responded very well, and they knew why. And I think if you tell kids what you'd expect out of them and why you want it done, then they're going to respond, especially this group.
Well, we've talked about it all season long. This is a group that, early in the year, pretty green, a lot of inexperience. How have you seen them grow from week 1 through week 7 as we get ready now for the first round of the playoffs?
They're just much more physical now, and their intensity is a lot higher than it was. The beginning of the year, they didn't really know what was expected. They weren't very good tacklers. We didn't hold blocks very well. We just didn't do a very good job in a lot of areas. But we were young, and they did improve, and that's the main thing, and we're getting better each and every week. And I'm extremely proud of this group. They worked extremely hard from the day one, and they're a good representation for future Bears, to be honest with you.
Well, and like we said, the win up at Dyersville gets a district championship. That's something that at the beginning of the year is always a goal for this squad. After the third week, you're sitting at 1-2, and a lot of people are saying, what's going on here? But I think you, the coaching staff, all these players believed we're able to put things together here for these last 4 weeks.
And, I always heard this from a guy by the name of Florian Rorick, who used to coach here. He said that never underestimate a 15, 16, 17, or 18-year-old West Branch Bear. And some of the people in our community did that. I didn't think it was a fair thing to happen to these kids, and I think it's a good life lesson not only for our players as they improve, but also for our fans to make sure that you stay positive. It's going to take a while sometimes, and we haven't had that for a while, and I couldn't be any happier with them.
With the win, get back to home game. It's been almost 2 months since we've played at the Little Rose Bowl, and Mediapolis comes in. First off, it'll be fun to actually just wear the black jerseys and stay at home for a night.
Well, it's just an unbelievable situation where you play the entire season with one home game. I mean, that's unbelievable. I bet there's no other team in the state of Iowa who played one home game. And, that's uncalled for, and we hope that doesn't happen again in the future. But we solidified. I think we have reached the challenge that we have to do when you do go on the road, and I think it's made us a better football team.
Well, and it's a challenge now this week. You've got Mediapolis coming in. It's a team that has got a great storied history. They're a good football team coming in this year, and a lot of youth just like us, and kind of similar to that Tipton, but they're willing to spread it out a little bit more. What are you guys expecting to see from the Bulldogs here tonight?
They're a very, very fast team, very physical. Bryce Martin is one of number 59. He had a relation here in the Lekowski family, and I know he's playing this season for his grandpa down there as well. And I just think that they're a good football team, a solid football team. They do a lot of things well. And we're going to have to play a football game to beat them. We're going to have to play a really good football game. And, I think the one thing that I'm saying right here and now is West Branch, come on. We've played one home game all year long. We got a playoff game. You will have a district champion here. Let's get out Friday night and let's really support these kids, because I think they really deserve it.
They definitely do, seeing the work that they've put in all season long, and up here on this practice field, and then going out, sitting for some of those long bus rides and being able to come away with the 5-2 record through the regular season. So looking forward to a fun game here tonight, Coach. Thanks very much for joining us.
Well, thank you.
That is Coach Butch Pedersen, brought to you by Hodge Construction. We'll be back with more of the pregame right after this. This is the Bearcast at westbranchfootball.com.